Michael Balasis. I'm the owner of Pop Chicago Gallery in Wicker Park, Chicago, USA. I'm one of the artists, and I exhibit my paintings as well as 3 other prominent pop artists. When I was a young child, I grew up in a family that immigrated from Greece, and we would go back in the summers. And so I was an American kid, and I'd spend the summer in Greece, and I didn't know the language. If you've ever seen or heard Greek, it's a very difficult language. So I would bring my American comic books with me and a little backpack, and everywhere I'd go, I'd have my comic books. And I think the imagery got ingrained in me, and as I started to develop as an artist, anytime someone said, please draw whatever you feel comfortable with, it always ended up being something with thick contour line, ended up being comic style imagery. And then I realized that that was something that I could become expert at, and now I use it as my place of expression. I love it. I actually am one of the few comic artists that I develop my own characters based on the style or genre of romance comics. Even though when I was a child I didn't read those, I did look at the imagery quite a bit. But the other comic book artists love the Marvel superheroes. Occasionally, when I do reference comic book artists, I will look at Charlton comic books, which are a little bit old school, and I love some of the 50s, 60s style illustrations that they do in those books. I normally start with either a human expressive intent as far as an image and what the expression on the face is, or I'll start with a idiom or short phrase that will go into the thought bubble. And a lot of times, the most positive results I get is when I combine both into the same ideation. So if I come up with a sketch of an image of a woman who's slightly shocked and she's holding a cell phone, and her response to the cell phone is what something may have said on the other side of the cell phone or the technology issue with the phone. So if I can combine those 2 expressive intents, the image and then the text or the context of what they say, then I've gotten something where I break down what I'd like to work on. A lot of times I'll do commission pieces where someone will say, I always hear someone say this expression, and then I try to develop a character who relates to that expression. Back in 2008, I had been showing at another pop art gallery, and a couple of the artists and I decided that we wanted to move on. And so I suggested, what if I start my own place? Do you guys want to show with me? And that's 2 of the artists that are still with me now, 5, 6 years later. So we've got sort of a little bit of an anchor here in this Wicker Park area. A lot of exposure out into the street in a very busy, prominent intersection. And it's been going well for 5, 6 years. We have a pretty good set cadre of artists. There's 4 of us, all pop art, and they all relate really well. I think they complement each other. We have online presence at www.popchicagogallery.com. We are here in Wicker Park at the intersection of Milwaukee North and Damon, and we have events every first Friday of the month, so the entire building is open, and there are quite a few studios and galleries here in the building. We are open on weekdays as well, mostly by appointment. We have a lot of clientele that are interested in commission work, so we deal with them here at the gallery. But we enjoy having openings once a month on the first Friday of each month. If you'd like to contact me, I'm the owner and the director of the gallery. My phone number is 312-405-4595. My email is mbpopart@gmail.com.